Of our Lord, 1806, we set sail from the sweet Cab of Cork, and we were sailing away with a cargo of bricks, that grand city of Hull in New York. She was an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft. Oh, how the wild winds drove her. She had 27 masts, and she stood 13 blasts, and they called her the Irish Rover. From the banks of the Lee, there was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was old Dergh McGurk, who was scared stiff from work, and a man from Westmeath called Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. And your man Mick McCann, from the banks of the Bann, was the skipper on the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of bone. We had 3 million sides of old blind horses' hides, 4 million barrels of bone. We had 5 million dogs, 6 million hogs, 7 million gallons of porter. We had 8 million bales of old nanny goats' tails in the hull of the Irish Rover. There was old Mickey Coote, who played hard on his flute. The ladies lined up for a set, and he was tootling with skill for each sparkling quadrille, and the fluters were dancing in bet. And the smart witty talk, he was cock of the walk. He rolled the dames under and over. They all took up a dance when he ready for his dance, and he sailed on the Irish Rover. And we had sailed 7 years before the measles broke out. Our ship lost its way in the fog, and that whale of a crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. Then the ship struck a rock. Lord, what a shock. We almost keeled right over. We spun 9 times around, and a poor old dog was drowned. Now I'm the last of the Irish Rover.
So, wir sehen jetzt eine heikle Passage, eine Brücke unterqueren. Der Dani übernimmt das Manöver. Wir haben hier recht viele Strömung und wir sind hier unter der Shannonbridge durch. Ihr seht, wie er gefühlvoll steuert, nicht übersteuert. Super! Das Hindernis super meistern. Noch sehen wir in die Kabinen runter. Der Steuermann. Shannonbridge hinten, der historische Flussübergang und Matrosen hinten auf dem Boot.
Die haben Angst, aber
A merry month of May, from me home I started, left the girls of two, nearly broken hearted, saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother, then drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother, then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born, cut a stout black thorn to banish foes and goblins, brand new pair of brogues, rattled o'er the bogs, frightened all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, want the hare and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, Watful, Raleigh, Raw. In Mullingar at night I rested limbs so weary, started by daylight, this morning light and airy, took a drop of the pier, keep my heart from sinking, that's an Irishman's gear, when Harry's on for drinking to see the lassie smile, laughing all the while, at my curious style, twould set your heart a bubble, asked if I was hard, wages I required, till I was almost tired of the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn it down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, Wackful, Hollyrah. In Dublin next arrive, I thought to touch a pity to be so soon deprived a view of that fine city. Then I took a stroll, all among the quality, my bundle it was stowed in a neat locality, something crossed me mind. Then I looked behind, no bundle could I find. Upon music a wobble and clearing for the road, said me Connacht Road wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hunt the hare and turn it down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, Wackful, Hollyrah. From there I got away, my spirits never fail, and landed on the quay. As the ship was sailing, the captain at me roared, said no room had he me when I jumped aboard. Cabin found for Paddy and down among the pigs, played some funny rigs.